Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Unshackled Command. And halfway from Warpath. What's all your views, everybody?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. What a fucking day, bro. It's a great state. It's a great start to the day, especially when we're all having fun.
Switch.
Yeah.
It's great. Let me turn off my YouTube so it doesn't.
Yeah.
What's going on, brothers?
Switch. What do you think of the Warpath there? Good and bad.
Oh, I like it, man. I'm having fun. I'm having a whole sector attack my base and failing right now. And I'm only on my second cup of coffee.
The Warpath is great. There have been some lags when you play this game. It's kind of a bit sad because it has been a great Warpath otherwise, I think.
And Jump, what do you think about everything there in Warpath?
I'm just getting so it's a grind for the higher levels, you know, getting your honor on that. And so I'm just below 4,000, but it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying myself here.
Do you think it's a good move by Kickside?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is as well. You know, I think it's a really good move by Kickside. You know what I mean? I think it's fun. I think everybody appreciates it there and not there, and there's no aggro and chat talk and all that there.
There's some player strategies to this thing, and a lot of people say higher level is doing that. So I have my special targets I save for Warpath or higher levels, not necessarily with a lot of infamy, but their levels I get a lot of honor off the players my level, like level 47 and above. And so I go to those targets on Warpath. I start out with the lower levels first and work myself up there, and so goes 10,000 honor. So that's what I'm grinding towards now. So I don't know how other players, how they strategize, but I like jumping around to sector to sector. I jump a lot during this Warpath.
And City was one of the ones that is a very sensible sort of thing he said. There was, people with that aura around them there, just avoid. After they would be live players, or whenever Kickside gave people that aura around their yes, they're not there. Whether it could be gold 1 or gold 2 or silver 1, silver 2, they're not there. It's just avoid them.
And it's funny because I'm in this sector right now, and I've been attacked I think 4 times in a row. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, 4 times. Yeah.
And they just threw everything inside my base, and they don't realize it's Warpath, and you can only attack a player once. So they pretty much just wasted their attack on me, and now they're just sitting outside of my base, and I'm just laughing at them. And it's kind of funny because they were throwing like liberators in my base. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're throwing liberators. This is your one shot. You only got one shot. You better make it good, man. And they don't realize you only get one attack. And I've made the same mistake too.
Yes, exactly.
Admittedly,
Exactly. I
And
mean,
this warpath, you get one shot and one shot only at a player's base.
at least
So
you're humble there to admit that there, CR.
yeah, and just admittedly, I've made that mistake where I'll just hold his base with my buggy, not realizing it's warpath.
Mm.
You get that one attack and that's it. But I'm having a blast with this.
Yeah.
But,
You actually learn how to to use your units in a great way this way, I think.
mm-hmm. So it's funny because I have this one player. He's still trying to, but he's already just doing it as a distraction by surrounding my base. I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
now
Right
they don't
on.
realize you can't attack me. You can't attack me anymore, guys. You've already attacked my base. You failed. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah.
So,
It's entertaining.
on YouTube there, have you have any questions or any puzzles or what's your views on Warpath there? Not there. Is it good, bad, or indifferent?
I think everybody's passed out from drinking too much.
Mike is saying that Warpath is awesome. Not there. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think it's one of the best moves kicks I've ever done because there's no hassle, there's no garbage, there's no smack talk and all that there. I think everybody really appreciates it there, not there.
Yeah. There will always be some guys who talk filthy to one another, but keep it just simple. It's a game.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, I'm having fun. There he is. Bugger.
On the kicksite updates here, what is everybody, besides the CC, what is everybody upgrading after the CC? What do you think?
I believe I'm presenting. If you want to present me, Anton, I'll go inside my base and I don't know what, but they still want us surrounded. Maybe, but so I have I maxed out my tech center, my go-go bar, my 2 drone silos, as well as my rocket silos. So I have a Achilles GS. To be honest, I've been bubbled once during Warpath so far. Just to see what these Achilles GS did, because I was interested to see if they do indeed hit 2 targets at once. But unfortunately, I wasn't on during the attack, so I missed it. But I would like to see how these act. The drone silos, I have those maxed as well, and it allows me to put 3 additional night owls. So that's kind of, for those players out there, it might be a little low priority. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't specify whether or not it increases the armor on these drone silos or not. So my next building that I'm gonna try to work on is my workshop. I want to work on the workshop specifically for the replication. So that would be my next building I upgrade.
What was the first thing you upgraded after your CC?
The first thing I upgraded was my go-go bar.
Go-go bar.
Oh, right.
Yes. And then I did the tech center next. It's a significant reduction in repair. I think it was yesterday or the day before, they sent everybody out to compensation for I guess they were charging too much for their PvP tunes or something to that effect. But I didn't put in a ticket, but they sent me gold. I think it was 100, around the neighborhood of 130 gold. With the tech center upgrade, it is a significant reduction in gold and repair costs. So it's very nice, you know.
It's 75% reduction there in your PvP.
Yep. Yeah, and it is noticeable. And let me see. Go to my PvP air. I believe I lost this entire air platoon last night. So I have a Phantom, Elite Siege Squadron, Omega Herald, and then 3 Valiants. And I lost that entire tune, and altogether it was a 9 gold cost. I think it was around. I forgot the time it was, but that is pretty reduction there.
So you can go out and smash
shit. It was 9 gold, I believe.
9.
Yes, 9. Just single digit 9. So
that works.
With that, yeah. So it is pretty nice, you know.
Yeah.
So, switch it. What are you going to go upgrade there whenever you hear what Champ is saying there?
Yeah. We need to get more people on here because I am not. I mean, anybody out there on YouTube is more than welcome to join the show. Just check the Unshackled chat, and I'm gonna be attacked again.
And your missile silo, how many missiles can you hold now? Or have you?
Oh yeah, missile silos. I did upgrade the missile silo as well.
Yeah.
And you can. Well, I can hold 3 Mavericks, or yeah. Well, right now I'm holding 3 Bullseyes, 2 Mavericks, and a Deadeye. Whoa. So you do get to put an extra missile in your maxed missile silo, which is pretty good too. Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah,
that's good there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad we're live. We get to see another one fail in my base.
So
all these guys.
Any other questions there from YouTube land there? Fire away.
Apparently he got my missile jammer.
Oh, here we go. There we've got a live attack here. I don't wait there from Warpath.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the 5th one. They've thrown the kitchen sink at me. I don't know what their plan is here, but I've been saying you get 1 attack and 1 attack only. You better make it good.
So this is a live. Oh.
And you're not going to really kill my base with Mavericks if that's the only thing you plan on throwing at me.
Yeah, but it looks good though. It looks good.
Yeah. It's pretty.
So you've got the absorption on your heavies, have you, Champ?
Yeah, I have the absorption and the furies, and I do have the insulated platforms.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So he's running a tuna phalanx.
So
I think he's just going to plan on going around the perimeter of my base. But, you know.
It's going to be out. Oops.
That was that.
Okay. Let's make quick work. has more than one tune.
Yes, in the.
Oh, it's the second tune. Second tune of Phalanx.
Here we go. Again, oops.
He's just gonna kind of troll around here. Yeah, I think he's going for my hunters is what he's after here.
So, Anton, have you started your upgrade?
Yep. I'll tell you what, there. I don't want to talk about upgrade there, not there. Had to gold my CC because I couldn't even jump. There's a lot of problems with that there. And I think everybody's got a lot of problems there, not there, but.
There have been some problems with jumping. When you go to another sector, is heavy loading time on the sector.
And even whenever I come back to my home sector, not there. You know what I mean? And refresh.
Yeah.
54 times are not there. I've had a couple of people, and then see, that's a tag. I'm going, oh my god, I do apologize.
Yeah.
So it's just a problem there with the kickside. So is there just a problem with kickside?
Have you seen any problem with the new leaderboard?
I can't jump through the new leaderboard there. The leaderboard you're meant to be able to jump through, you cannot jump through the leaderboard in a story there, and it's just a bit.
Okay, so the kicks I have to do some fixes after.
Yep.
Warpath.
You know, the way I had to do it there was get a friend there to hit me, jump to my sector, and then jump to the sector that I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
The way I could follow them.
I used the same strategy.
And that was.
I was stuck too.
So this guy threw the kitchen sink, and it looks like. Oh, he threw the jug in there, huh?
But I think the leaderboard works better than have been done in a long time, I think.
Yep. Once you have got it at max, I think the leaderboard is amazing. So is there, you know what I mean? There, but it just has to be that.
Yeah.
Whenever you get that there, you know what I mean? But I could not do anything with the leaderboard at all there. Could not do anything with the leaderboard there because you had to repeat everything twice.
Yeah.
But I think Kickstarter, hopefully they will understand how people's frustrations and stuff like that there, you know what I mean there, but at the end of the day there, you know what I mean, it's a very good concept of what they're doing there now.
Yeah.
And it's very good, I think.
I like the new leaderboard. I think it's great to you can see nearly all things you couldn't do before.
Yes.
And you can just click on class A, B, and C and see what's there.
He almost had me. Very close, man. He almost had me one start.
No way I jumped there.
He almost had me one start. Very close. Not a cigar for you, brother. Okay.
Go get him, Jump. Go get him, Jump.
Yeah, one.
In fact, don't bother. Just say good hits.
They're going to be really mad at me. Let's see what he lost in the base. 48%, not bad. You almost got me. 19 Phalanx, 1 Omega Titan, 1 Ardra, 1 Dina, Elite Siege Squadron, Elite Blackout, Caretaker, 114 Spartans, Elite Ravager, 22 Elite Ravengers, 1 Technical, 1 Omega Phantom, 1 Herald, 1 Omega Herald, 1 Omega Juggernaut, and 1 Nyx. 48%, man. Almost.
Good job. Well done, everybody.
These guys don't realize that you get one attack and one attack only, but he brought it. He did a pretty good job. But not quite there though. He's a level 40. Oh, they want to jail me, but they can't attack my base. Poor buzzards. They've already attacked it. It's funny though. Warpath jail. You can try to jail me, especially for these players that have already attacked me. It's not going to do any good because you can't attack my base. But they can attack my tune and try to jail me that way, but that's not going to really work.
A question from Erwan there. So, can you jump CC while you're upgrading? Need to go through the attack.
Yes, you can. You can jump while your CC is upgrading. You have to jump using your attack log. I'm not sure if you can use the leaderboard or not. From what I understand, the leaderboard is working, so you can try it that way. I heard of some problems with people having trouble with jumping, but I did jump. I think it was a couple nights ago, and I used my attack log. So it is. I've seen, jumping is possible while your CC is upgrading. Either attack log or leaderboard. So
you just have made to make sure that you have one hit from your own sector, so you can jump back.
Yeah.
There you go, switch. That's a sensible thing, Magic. Is you have to. The best thing is and get an attack log of your friends and your allies.
Yeah. I had a friend hit my tune, so I couldn't jump back if that was necessary.
It's kind of entertaining, though. I mean, if you just jump to like a random sector, and you do like I just did, I pretty much I'm letting the entire sector just attack my base, just until they can't attack me anymore, and then just go get them. That's kind of my strategy for the sector. But it is fun.
Yeah.
So there's one guy. He threw it. I don't know what he was doing, but he threw a tuna liberators.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many was there in that platoon?
Oh man, I had to go my attack log. I forgot which one it was.
But that looked funny.
But in general, everybody there, what do you think of Warpath there? Like on YouTube, do you think it's good or bad, or
I love it, man.
What they need to tweak or not tweak, or does it work now, or?
Yeah. My only kind of it's not really such a big deal, is that for really higher, like 46 and up, it's a little bit of a grind because it's tough to get honor, because I think the way they weigh it is, if you're upper level, you're gonna have to hit more bases than a lower level would. I know have few friends that are level 39, level 40, and they get 6,000 honor right off, very easily. And I'm struggling to get past. I'm at 3,000 something now. I'm at 3,900. So I'm just struggling to get half of what my goal is, which is 10,000 honor.
Oh.
But I'm still enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
And I will say you have to remember your ops. Use your bubble time and do ops in that time.
Yeah.
If you don't have done it, I think maybe a lot of people forget they have to do their ops too. And it's not. If you want to get help for an op, it's not a good time to ask for it.
You know, it's not a good time to help there. You know what I mean?
No, no.
So, any other questions on YouTube? They're not there. Is there a way that Kickside can improve this year, or change the payout there for the higher levels or lower levels? Not there.
Yeah, just, maybe the payout a little bit for the higher levels.
Yeah.
But I don't want to gripe about it too much. But I'm having a lot of fun, and I think Kickstarter's done a good job with this.
Yeah.
I really think that Kickside, this is their best job that they've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the best job they've ever done there. You know what I mean? That really I do there. It's fun. The worst thing I've been called today is a baby.
yeah, that's it.
You know, I've been called a baby. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
very good there. You know what I mean? And back to
Yeah. I generally, as a rule, I don't really pay attention to the war chat or the game chat because I'm so focused on attacking tunes or attacking bases. So whatever people say, that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
I just hate when they're dragging in your family into.
Oh yeah. Don't do that, guys. I mean, just
Oh, it's a game for crying loud.
it's just have fun.
Yeah.
We're all pixels on this game here. We're
Yep.
not. We're real people on behind our computers, and yeah, it's not necessary.
Nope.
So keep it
So,
classy, guys. As Anton likes to say, keep it classy.
Yeah, keep it classy.
so after the CC upgrade there, what does everybody think to upgrade after that there or before that?
I will go
Uh,
for a go bar.
yeah, go bar for your defense or your tech center for your PvP tunes.
So, which one are you going for there, champ? And
I already got the go bar and the CC, and they are both worth it.
Yeah.
So
The go bar gives you a reduction time on defenders.
yes,
Repair time.
yes,
Yeah.
gives you a reduction on your base platoon.
How much is it at a full
It's
level?
yeah, it's 75%,
Whoa.
which is
no, 50%.
no. Oh yeah, defenders are 50%. Excuse me.
Um,
Tech center gives us 75%.
75%.
Yes, which is very nice.
That will keep the game floating, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's good there. So, is there?
How about you, Anton? What do you think of the warpath?
Personally, myself, there, you know what I mean? It's the best thing that Kicks have ever done there in their lives. So, is there?
Yeah.
And now they've introduced their reduction and repair, not there. It's even more better. So it's going to work with them there. You know what I mean? I think they finally realised, or you know what I mean, it's like a bar.
Yeah.
Pub, they're not there, you know what I mean? That rather than charging £10 for a pint, they're charging £3 for a pint, so more people are going to go there because of the price.
Yeah.
So
It-
I think
Yeah, it's funny watching these guys attack me. They're just wasting their tunes on my tune. They can't attack my bass anymore.
I've come to disturb the flow of things.
there we go. There we go. There, Fear.
How are you all doing?
Fear, people there. Let's give it to you there. What do you think of Warpath?
I haven't started.
So it means it's very good.
Pretty much. I think I'll start playing Warpath tomorrow.
But the previous Warpaths are, what do you think about them?
Yeah, well, you know, I like the prizes.
Do you think there's any negative stuff about them or what?
No, because I prefer these PvP events compared to the older PvP events they've tried to do, because those PvP events have just been, you know, the only way to win them was to have like 20 fake accounts,
Yes.
just storing up, you know, and then collecting infamy, which was, you know, kind of sucked. So it wasn't a real good PvP event for real players. That being said, these type of PvP events is more about activity, you know, which is something I like. You know, the more active you are in the event, the more honor you're going to get. It's not necessarily purely down to skill or you know, what you have. It's really comes down to activity. The more activity you put into the game, the more you'll get out in the end. Which, you know, it's good and bad, but I like it better than one that can be abused by, you know, people.
What's your strategy for Warpath when you start?
Go to random sector, flat it. Go to the next sector, flat it. Go to the next sector, flat it.
I mean, well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, this is
It's
what
just the same tactic
I'm
everybody
doing-
else does. You'll be Herald on like level 30, 43s and
Yeah.
44s and 45s.
So I'm in this sector right now, and all they can do is just they can only surround my base.
Yeah.
Because they've already attacked me, right? And they've all failed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember
Right now,
that one time. I can't remember what sector we went to, but that one time we went and we were hunted down all those like level 50 accounts.
yeah,
And they couldn't go to my base. They had their big like 49 or some shit come to my base. He lost all his shit, and then they saw his toons ghost, and then all the toons that were jailing me just left. They were like,
yeah.
"Okay, if you can beat
So-
him."
It's funny because like the sector I'm in now, that pretty much I'm pretty sure all the active players in the sector have already hit my base, and so
Yeah,
now
so
their last resort is just to like try to jail me.
Yeah, which doesn't really do much because you can hit their tunes and do everything without them.
And they're
without
even
getting any
wasting.
retaliation.
They're even wasting their like air in my tunes. It's just funny, and I'm just sitting here laughing at them.
Nice. How much time do we have left of this? I forgot to do my fucking parts last week.
Yeah.
Got to do my shadow ops and get my part. Kind of pissed off at myself.
Oh, yeah, shadow ops bases. I don't know if you have.
I would advise you to do them first because before starting the Warpath.
Yeah, I logged into the game with like 19 hours left on the shadow ops. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I better do this. And then I forgot and logged off.
My gosh.
The only thing I wish they have done with the Warpath is wait so people could get their CC upgraded.
Yeah, I'm waiting to do my CC till Warpath is finished, just because you know I want to play Warpath.
No, then people will not have the problem with jumping either.
Yeah. Yeah, so I heard you guys were talking about what you were going to upgrade and shit.
Yeah, I was just saying. After your CC, either Go Bar or Tech Center is way worth it. Tech Center, you save you save a lot of repair time on your PvP tune.
It's
And
not that much though.
75%, man. Which is,
It's a lot of time.
yeah. So I just a whole tune of phalanx. That's going to cost me 13, whereas before it's 25. So you save about.
You say 5%.
Yeah. Well,
It's 1% per level, same as the academy. No, not the academy. They're doing in the barracks.
this is
And
too
what do you
funny.
get? And you get another 1% per upgrade in your war factory, so you can save yourself, I think, a total of 10%. I'm not sure in repair time, but yeah. So you'll save yourself like 10% repair time doing the maxing out your war factory and your tech center, and you'll get 5% reduction on your infantry for maxing out your barracks. It's not much, but it's something.
Let's see.
And I like it. Any reduction, I'm happy with.
Oh yeah.
What else we got to do?
In general, they're not there, guys and dolls. They're not there. The massive upgrades that guys have done there. Is that a positive or a negative?
Positive in my books.
Champeroo?
It's a positive. Net positive for sure.
Yeah.
And Switch?
Yeah, positive. Yeah, positive.
Yeah. There's only one thing I don't like, and that's that now they are going to the your base tune is going on full lockdown.
Yeah.
So you won't you won't be able to fill it up with damaged tunes to get the bigger platoon size so that you can repair.
That's the biggest thing. A lot of people. Oh shit.
It's the one thing I don't like about the upgrade. That's literally the only thing I don't like about it. Everything else I like. That is the one and only thing I don't like.
Yes. I sort of joined the club there with that there, like that at all there, but everything else there, I think it's been amazing.
It's because it's not even just for the fact of being able to put everything in to repair them all. It's just the fact, sometimes we might want to use something that's only half repaired. Like what if you're doing your invasion, for example, and you want to use a different set of units for the last wave than you've been using for the previous waves, but they're all slightly damaged. You won't be able to now because you have to wait and fully repair them. And if say they're all like half health, and you're going with a full tune, it could force you to sit there just waiting, 4 or 5 hours for no reason.
Which is the cornerstone of kick size overall desire. No micro healing. Little by little, they tick that away from us.
Yeah. I think there are certain things they can get away with.
By 100
let me give a little bit of advice for players out there. When you're tune sniping, when you're trying to tune snipe, deploying Mavericks is the biggest noob move you can make. I just want to say that.
What? Who drops missiles in tune sniping?
The guy right now.
There are certain things you can drop, and there are things you can't drop. But it's not really worth it nowadays because you got the retreat. Kind of defeats the purpose of everything.
I'm just having fun watching these guys waste all their tunes, sniping my tunes. When they've already hit my base, they realize they can't attack my base. So they're just so mad they want to surround my base. Now they're just all losing their tunes. And
nice one, Venom.
Yeah.
Are you back in game as of yet, Anton, or are you still dealing with the dilemmas?
Oh no, just I'm on all night, so I'm there. It's absolutely crazy.
I took the piss, did it? Royally.
Absolutely. But it's all good. It's all good there. There's good advice there for everybody there. You know what I mean? And Hunter Hamish was saying there, not there, about the warpath there. It used to be 50% there you would get on your tunes. Now they've changed it there. Like your Google bar is 15% straight away, but you can move your tunes in and out. But once you upgrade your Google bar to max, that will equate to 15%, and then you can move it in and out. So, in the long run, it's a good move. Short term, a bad move.
I agree wholeheartedly with Champ and with Fear. God, that didn't come out feeling well. Oh, yes, I agree with Fear the Peel. Oh, humanity. No, I agree. I mean, the volume is the biggest issue, and that's why hopefully maybe Kixeye will separate that into its own fundamental tab, like we have our PvP tune, our raid tune, and this way the volume issue is still lost for obviously for your base defense size, but if they separate it out, you'll still be able to repair the smaller sized platoon of a standard unit. So I mean that gives you that extra simultaneous repair queue on the side. So while you're waiting for your shit, at least you'll be able to repair, your platoon of phalanx, kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm Champ for president. I'm championing Champ for president. I love his ideas.
Just don't put that on the forums. It'll get removed.
Fuck that. They never remove what I put on the forums. Probably because I don't really put anything on the forums. There's nothing there for them to remove.
Yeah, it's another slow Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep. Sunday morning.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Still a 0 honor. Haven't hit a single. I haven't barely been in the game. I logged in once yesterday just to start some upgrades because I let all my upgrades lapse.
Let's see, with the amount of content they did drop all on us at once. The very first day, I didn't attack anybody because all I did was resource gather, collecting metal and oil, and upgrading my oil and metal storage so that I would hold enough to start the CC upgrade. And then the second day, around 10 o'clock in the morning, my time, I started hitting just dead bases in my own sector. Got up to 2,000 or 1,800, 2,000 honors, and then I jumped over with Anton. Had a little fun, although hit that sector. Man, was it for me? It was my crappy internet at the time was laggy as shit. So I was trying to snipe tunes and getting my ass handed to me. But then after that all died down, I caught a couple of players and did some farming there for honors, and then today I did the remainder. So.
Come to 55 and smash it.
I already laid waste to an entire sector today. There wasn't a single viable target left.
The sector I'm in, they just they're trying to surround my base, and they're just because all of them have failed miserably on my base. So, their last resort is to try to jail me now, and they know I haven't attacked them yet. So,
but see, that's the funny thing. If you get out there and snipe all their platoons, they cannot do anything to you. You can kill all of their tunes and just keep giving them repair times.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just wait till I catch them. I'm gonna have a blast. I'm gonna get my honor.
Did you get to diamond already? I'm sure, right?
No, not yet. I'm still on. I got 3,900, which is still bronze. I need another 70 to make it silver.
I might start mine tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. I don't know.
We have 72 hours left, or a little less than so. Oh, we have a day and
19 hours. Plenty of time.
Then we just sit there, Champ, come to 55 and smash it.
Come to 55 and smash it.
Hunter's in 55. Perfect. I'll be right there,
There we go.
but for different reasons. We're coming
Yeah,
for you, Hunter.
I'm actually free again to jump around and do whatever I want, since I already paid the cost for being able to jump. So
So, do you think everybody that Warpath it's here for the long run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the moment it works. It hasn't gotten stale yet. We've still got something to use our blood thorium on, and I think until we run out of things to use the blood thorium on, it'll be fine until that point. But once we do, it'll get stale.
I think it's a really refreshing thing that kicks heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's really refreshing. I think the smack talk is really zero.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, the majority of opinions I've heard, most people really like it, and I enjoy it.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
mean,
Go ahead, champ.
it's nothing really important, but I think that the next step is for Kickside is going to be the Gen 3 factions.
Yes, which should be involved. But is there any downside there to?
I don't think there's any downsides to Warpath. My opinion is most people don't really think about it that much, but the biggest hidden benefit to the Warpath, as long as they remain on the system that they're run, it's not constant. It's occasional. It lasts a short period of time. Everybody gets their bang, gets their fight in and has some fun, and then they go back to their usual grinding bullshit game. But the hidden benefit most people don't see is with all of the attacking and pushing yourself to limits of going after players that you ultimately wouldn't go after on a normal period in time because you wouldn't have the repair bonuses and everything. You're gaining XP.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Everyone's pretty much just Herald.
Well, well, that's their stupidity. If you use tactics and you go after a base that you wouldn't attempt any other time and you get handed your ass, yes or no, if you do succeed, you get XP, and XP is going to boost your rank, and it's going to help you out. I mean, if you're one of those people that wants to go up the scale.
You're not going to do that during the Warpath when you need your tunes to last to get your 10k. If you go out and try to hit a big ass level, 47 that's got all their shit maxed and they're online and they're fully defended, you're going to lose all your shit. Pretty much.
Well, that was me this morning. That was only one. It was the only player I didn't see. He had his Jericho in his base, and he popped that on the technicals, and my shit just disintegrated so fast. I was like, damn it! I still threw the kitchen sink at him and got 96%. I couldn't quite get up.
My point exactly.
But it was fun.
Whereas you could go find like an empty 47 and just use your Herald and get the exact same benefit out of it.
Now I was doing. Here's one to spit in the face of the other shows. I was using my Omega Titan and my standard elite Sandstorm and doing the majority of the bases air only.
Well, that's fine.
So for the most part. So for those naysayers that say it's not a worthy unit, you can still use those units. But yeah, Herald. Some do. Herald and Blackout. Awesome.
Well, they are better, but that's not the point. But on that note, I just spent 900k medals.
What'd you buy?
The gold and silver Thunder Tech.
Oh, nice.
Good purchase.
That's what I spent my blood thorium on as well. I switched. I did Nyx and Sundar, I think. I already had Ardra already maxed.
Yeah, I don't see the point of buying the bronze tech for Sunder. It's kind of pointless.
I bought all the tech.
It defeats the purpose because it's like...
Well, yeah,
you
I was using the tech. I said I bought the tech.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to waste 300k medals on it. Where's my sundial? Where's my sundial? Yeah.
So, Fear, there, after your CC, if you would upgrade it there, what is the next thing that you will upgrade?
Probably my airfield, because I think you get minus repair time on your airfield, don't you? When you max out your airfield.
I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, probably like 1% per level or some shit. 1.25%, because I think it only goes up like 4 levels.
Do you think that would be more important for you, or do you think would it be the PvP units?
I think I want to. Well, depending on the upgrade times, I'll probably do max out my airfield, get an extra 400 space. What, do I get any extra space? You don't get any extra space.
No.
No. I'll end up getting an extra 200 space compared to what I got now. Or 100 space or whatever the fuck I get. I'll get to 3k, and then I'll get the reduction to my air. Air, we use air a lot, and I think any reduction to the air is probably the best way to go. After that, I don't know. I'll toss up depending on the upgrade times, because I'm looking at the tech center and level 11 is like 3 days, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if 1% reduction in repair time is worth 3 days.
And also, whenever you're upgrading the tech center, you can't have any vehicles that are being upgraded there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I'm not prepared to spend, to stop upgrading for 15 days to max that out. So I might leave that one. I might do something like my war factory. Might max out my war factory instead of the tech center. Might save the tech center for very, very, very last. I might not even get around to doing it. What else can I do?
Your factory is only 1%, so is there? You know what I mean? Is it worth it? Is it?
It's the same as the tech center.
Yeah, but
tech
is
center
the
only does 1%.
go-go bar not more important than the war factory?
Well, what do you get in the go-go bar?
I think it depends how you fight.
Yeah,
3% repair reduction.
Just devil's advocate here, so I'm there. You know, I'm just giving it.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at it. You got to look at it in terms of the go-go bar only does base defense repair reduction, doesn't it?
No, it's a boost for your defenders. So
because when I click on upgrade, it says repair reduction 15, and then I get +3. So you only get a repair reduction on your base turn.
Yes.
Or is it? Yeah. So you got. What do you use more, a base turn or attacking turns?
Hopefully, they will confirm that will give a boost.
I wonder.
Of 48%.
It does, but to your base turn only. I think I'm gonna upgrade my Wolf. Well, I don't know. Maybe go Wolf Factory and toss up. I'll toss up between Wolf Factory and Airfield first. Then I might. No, I can save that one for later. Then I might go do my go-go bar after that. We'll see. Definitely won't be doing my tech center. That I know for sure.
Yeah, tech center is definitely it's a boost in your PvP to repair.
Yeah. Hoping you do.
Well, it depends what kind of player you are, really. If I was like a farming kind of player, I'd probably go for my go-go bar first. If I just sat around the sector and like farm and stuff and defend my base, but if I like going out and attacking other players, I would go for the tech center, or switch off between those two, tech center and go-go bar.
But why tech center? You get the same repair reduction doing the war factory. So wouldn't you be better off doing the war factory first and still having?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
You know what I mean?
I'm doing. So I got the missile silo, airfield, the 2 rocket silos, the drone silos, tech center, and gold bar.
Missile silo is something else that's right up there in things you should be looking at upgrading. Getting an extra.
Yeah, the
300
missile silo
space.
it gives you an extra missile, so that's an advantage.
Yep, you'll be able to hold like 5 bullseyes.
And see, that's where you guys and I differ. Well, you're focusing on the PvP and defensive strat, boosting your base protocol on that. I'm focusing on things that I have to do, like the missile silo and the drone silo and that kind of stuff to get through the next event. To bonus my, to deal with the crappy stuff we'll get in the event.
The rocket silo.
Yeah, the rocket silo.
Rocket silo.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, during events and shit, the rocket silo is going to be pretty much useless.
No, but I'm doing my drones first.
Yeah, okay. Your drones. I mean, what level are your drone silos?
They were close to max. My drone silos, max. I've got one that's going to 12, and the other one is at 11.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they were maxed.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really. I mean, how much you get? You get 100 per level, so they'll give you an extra 400 space. So yeah, you only get like an extra 3 night owls per thing. I think at the point you're at now, I mean, open mind for a sec.
Well, the reason I'm doing it is I already got night owls and everything in there. My focus is to try to put in some hornets or the yellow jackets actually, because I don't have any of that, so I can swap things around. Because I've showed some other players. I have a whole list of different units.
I mean, point is, I'm running 8 wing drones and 12 night owls. So point being, 12 night owls. It's not gonna, 15 night owls. Those extra 3 night owls aren't really gonna make the difference for me.
No, it's not really big.
Yeah, if I've already got 12 going, an extra 3 ain't gonna help that much.
Yeah, I only have 5.
Yeah, it's an additional 3 for a max drone silo, and that's kind of low priority as far as
it might sound awesome, in the long run. Like when you max both out, you have an extra 6.
Yeah,
but I mean the level 12 is 2-day upgrade. So if they all end up being 2-day upgrades, and God forbid they don't increase, you're looking at an extra 8 days per thing. That's an extra 16 days. Is 16 days really worth 6 night owls?
No, not in the short term. No, certainly not. But my priority basically is to start them and then coin short terms, and then start the next and then coin short terms. So it shrinks that obviously down to those who, it's a lot longer wait time for those who actually don't.
See, I've never understood that. I'm like, if you're going to coin it, just coin the whole
coin
thing.
Straight out. I know, that's other players.
I don't see the point of waiting to do something and then coining it anyway. I feel like it defeats the purpose.
It cuts the amount of gold down.
Like, if you were going to coin it, you kind of wasted your time in the first place.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, the very first day that I didn't do the warpath, I gathered resources, started the upgrade on oil resource storage. To coin it outright was like 47 gold or something like that, or something ridiculous. When I added and applied the resources, it drops it to 12 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So gather resources, 12 gold. Gather resources, 12 gold. I could do 3 for the cost of 1. So
no, look, that's fine. That's fine. I've got nothing against. I'm talking about starting an upgrade, say waiting 2-3 days for it to get cheaper, and then coining it. That I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like the CC, for example, which doesn't work out that way. I mean, it's like you're saying.
I'm all for people, saying back in the day when you were able to do it before the Kickstarter fucked up the gold costs and everything. When you'd get all your res, you'd start the upgrade because you've used the res, it brought the price down. That's fine. I'm fully with that. Spend a bit of time, makes you have to coin less, so you get more out of your coin. That's fine. I've got nothing against that. I'm all for that. But I don't get the point of saying spending the time to do half an upgrade and then coining it. I feel that's counterproductive. Either wait the full time or coin it from the start.
Do we know if the tech center have a repercussion on the new units that are coming too?
As what?
We don't yet understand what the new units information is going to be. So yeah, I mean it's speculatory that it's going to have some sort of value to them as well, but they might very well, Kixeye might boost, and this is it's a topic that I really hesitate to discuss, but it is certainly plausible that the new units are going to have ridiculously astronomical times that basically nullify any of these buffs that we're getting when it comes to
they shouldn't, because you got to remember these buffs, as I stated, they're very small. You get 5% repair reduction in your PvP turn from the tech center. And I think you get, I'm not 100% sure with the War Factory if it's only for PvP turn.
No, I think, I don't know.
I think
max will be 75%.
It's funny these guys are saying what I lost in their base, yet I flattened their ass, and but they didn't even manage to get a 1-star off me yet.
Bravado.
That's how people talk on here.
Bravado, young champeroo. Bravado.
It's funny because the description in the when you hit
War
upgrade
Factory,
tech center is still old.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the upgrade description in the tech for the tech center when you hit upgrade is still old. It still says upgrade to gain access to superior vehicles and advanced aircraft. Somebody at Kickstarter should look at that and remove the "and advanced aircraft."
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems the tech center only does PvP platoons, whereas I think the War Factory will do all toons in general. But as stated, it's only 5% apiece.
The workshop, can you do a replication on the new tech that will come, maybe for GM3?
Yes, eventually. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it at the moment or anytime soon, but it looks. I think it looked to be just Gen 1 and Gen 2 units, maybe?
Yes. Currently, replication is only a function of Generation 2 units and Generation 1 faction units. Tech, bronze, silver, and gold. They might bring that up to the Gen 3 later on as Gen 3 becomes more old.
Obsolete.
Yeah, because obviously they want to remain any new attributes to be, something to strive for. So they're going to make it really difficult to get.
The replication has always been a way for players to catch up, not to get ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That I believe that is Kickstarter's intent with the replication.
So except players like you and Daba, where you guys get all the friggin' tech anyway because you're willing to grind out 1 million fucking bases.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with the.
That's heart, man. I give you guys.
That's us getting ahead, not trying to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. I give you guys props for that, but I
don't do it.
Don't have that in me.
But that will be.
I don't waste my time. I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna go play Pokemon Go instead. Farm 100 bases in War Commander,
or catch a Squirtle.
Pokemon Go.
But that will be a good thing to upgrade if you're not grinded all the bases for gold tech. If you don't have it, you can do a replication on.
No. You first have to have collected the article that you want to replicate. So you'd still have to grind a base to get a gold tech. Then once you have it,
as long as you have one, you're good.
Yeah.
But that being said, like as I said before, it's not a thing for people to get ahead with. It's something for people to help people catch up on, catch up with all the tech, not to get ahead of themselves.
No, I mean, if you not have grinded all the bases and you do your ops and you get the gold tech, one here, one there, you can just put them in replication now.
Yes. That being said, I don't know anyone that has their workshop maxed out yet to ask this question. Whether it's actually going to be viable or not is a whole other story.
Yeah, because replication could be, who knows how. I mean, he stated it was going to be conceivable, but
we'll have to wait and see till somebody gets theirs maxed out, because back in the day you had something like, for example, your compressed magazine for your special forces, which gave you, increased 35% reload speed, but increased 10% damage, I believe. Or movements, no 10% damage or some shit. Yeah. So you had something like that, which was 1 day to replicate. That's fine. It's a day, nice and quick and simple.
Then you had HE grenade that was like 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah, that's okay. Whatever, that's fine. But that was a gold grenade, so okay.
Yeah.
That's
I think it was a week.
Yeah, you had your heavy ordnance, which was at 3 days, which was a bit, still a bit rough, and then you had charged ordnance, which was a 5-day replication.
Yep.
So when for all we know, the gold tech could all be at 5-day replication, which pretty much makes it not really viable.
Yeah, especially if you have 20 units you want to tech out. That's
I got 20 units. I want to tech out with 20 gold tech. That's 100 days. That's half the year. That's over 3 months till I can get that.
Yeah.
And this is why I say the workshop, the replication isn't a tool for you to get ahead on your on your stuff. It's just a tool there for you to be able to catch up, to get your things moderately teched out. It's for the players that
filling in the blanks. It's not outfitting your platoons.
It's mainly for the players that would say have like one platoon of a certain unit, but they only have like enough tech to do half the turn.
Yeah.
It's something that will be able for them to get out, fill out the rest of the tech for that one turn. It's not something for people to be able to, get tech for like 3-4 turns, because that will take you like a whole fucking year, depending on the upgrade times. If all the upgrade times are about a day, let's say it's maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Bronze is 1 day, silver is 2 days, gold is 3 days. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's not too bad. I could kind of accept that. Like it makes sense. It's got a pattern. But I have to wait and see. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Hunter? Said getting ahead, you stupid Hunter. Don't make me go to 55 and smash you. I'll show you who's giving head. He'll hear all that in about 10 seconds.
It's funny, man. I love when players call me cheat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got called cheat for the first time in a long time.
That's when you know you've won, when they start crying, cheater.
No, the worst part, I got called cheat when I was losing. I swear to God, the black screen was popping up in between, clicking on a platoon and waiting for the map to propagate so I could hit attack. And I'm sitting there with, I've got smart TVs going. I've got the wife on a cell phone, a laptop, and all kinds of stuff going in the household, which is not common in my household. But it lagged me out along with the winter storm, so there's a lot of lines that are down. And I'm waiting a good, 3.5, 4 seconds, 5 seconds between clicking on the platoon and waiting for it to come up so I can hit attack. And I'm losing my ass. Like, they're moving and changing position. So I hit attack. By the time it comes up, it says, platoon's moved, can't attack. And I'm like, God damn it. And then obviously my shit gets ghosted, or I have to retreat it. And then I go back. And so I finally catch up, and I catch like 1 or 2 of their tunes. And then all of a sudden, the infamous AUTOCLICK fucking bullshit comes out. Like, oh, he's a cheat. He's a cheat. He's using auto click. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? If that was even possible for me, and I was doing it, I would not have lost like 7 plats before I finally got 2.
Yeah.
Let me.
We have talked about zombies in bases. I've seen some bases with zombies in.
So there you go. There, switch it right, guys. What is your version there of one-time units in your base? Like, are we allowed to have them? Yes or no?
No, we are not allowed to have single-use units.
I don't believe you're allowed to have them.
I'll go
You
last on
are
this.
not. Anyone that does have them in their base, you should report because they are abusing a glitch.
Yeah, and I've never tried to put them on my base. Well, actually, I've tried, but I can't. I can't even do it. You know, I don't know how players do that.
How do you do
But
that?
It's because they put them in before when you were able to, and they've left them in there.
Yeah.
And they've purposefully left them in there and refused to take them out.
Right field there. If
Yeah.
Kickside support say you're allowed them there, what you do?
Yeah, well,
Kickstarter doesn't allow them there. It's just that they
Alright.
haven't scanned their account to see that they have them in there.
All right, so now you've voiced your opinion, and I wanted to go last on this because this is a really fucking touchy subject for me, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I reiterate the same shit. Back in the days of BV with Dragon, before he had his meltdown show, there was the wonderful tech on our war horses, and the wonderful tech that we still put on things. You know, for those who still have howlers running around the map, which was the nitro. At a point, Kickside fucked up the code and had the ability to put nitro on your war horses. Okay. It made that unit epic for its day. It made it friggin' phenomenal. It actually gave the unit the attribute it needed to be a viable unit for play.
Yeah, for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, you know. But the point was, I adamantly, personally, I went all out saying this is bullshit. No, you shouldn't have it. It's not a tech you're supposed to have. Don't have, you know, take it off, blah, 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 blah.
I agree.
And Kickside, in their infinite hypocrisy, turned and said, you're right, it's not supposed to be on. It was never intended to be equipped to this unit. However, if you have it on your unit, we're not going to cause you to remove it, but we will no longer allow anybody else the permission to equip that tech on any future.
I don't agree with that at all. It's encouraging cheating. It encourages cheating. It's like saying, oh, you use the cheat program to max out every single unit and every single building in your base. We're going to close this down, but we're going to let you keep your base and your units. We're going to close this down so that nobody else can take advantage of it.
Yeah. So that hypocrisy pissed me off to no end to this very day, because I know there's still an account or two out there that's probably never been touched in 2 years that has it on there or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Now, on this subject, you are not permitted, and I don't respect anybody who has any of the single-use units inside their base, aside from putting the zombie tech on things that when they die they become zombies. Obviously, that's a separate attribute.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different. But using your single-use zombies, using single-use poly or single-use max or single-use burnside or any of these one-time only expendable, supposed to be deleted upon deployment units is fucking bullshit, and you should remove them from your base.
Right.
Just show some fucking respect for the game. However, as Anton admits, and I'm sure he's going to quote verbatim.
We go there.
Yeah. This was a report from Kickside.
So here we go. During the last war event PvP season, we saw quite a few complaints of players using one-time units there soaked the zombies in defense, particularly the zombie AA units. The team is investigating the best way to make these units less disruptive for picture PvP. This is not cheating. We will not be reviewing individuals' cases, we are aware of the situation and will be making specific changes to make those units more balanced in the future.
I
So
feel like Kixeye. I feel like that response was made by one of those new by one of those players. You know, one of the new players that that are giving out support now. I feel like it's one of those players. Yeah, I feel like one of those players made that post, and said player also has zombies in his base and doesn't want to get banned, so he makes some bullshit up excuse. I feel like that's what that is.
but if you have zombies
Now,
in your base,
this is the problem. This is where I take that, and I respect the return, but as it's stated verbatim, at this point it is legal and not an exploit to use those platoons to defend the base. They're conflating the issue. They're not comprehending that we're not discussing zombie platoons externally on the war map to defend your base. We are talking zombie internally in your command center defense platoon, and they're not understanding that. That is where that is still a touchy subject to me. I will not accept any representation of Kixeye reporting this as a statement of whether it's legal or not, unless they specifically in text acknowledge the platoon that they're talking about.
I look at it this way.
That terminology to be conflating the issues.
Yeah, I look at it this way: you either allow it for everyone, or you allow it for no one.
Which is why I brought up the warhorse tech, because that was the same thing. If you fucked up and you cannot fix it, if you fucked up as a company and you cannot fix it and cannot remove it from people, then just make it accessible to all, so that everybody to this very day would be able to do their warhorses with nitro.
Venom and Fear there, if I had that, what would you say?
If you had what? I'm sorry, somebody coughed.
Sorry.
Can you speak a bit louder, Anton? Get closer to your mic.
If you had those units in my base there, and I was gloating, what would
you would no longer be a producer. You would not be a producer on this show. I would lend my nay vote amongst. I mean, in my opinion, you wouldn't. I would run this between everybody who's part of the staff. But I would go to Shadow Killer and those involved and say,
I say it's not.
Well, this is the question. With that statement you just read out, did they say anywhere in that statement about the zombies being in someone's base, or did they just talk about the zombie units being in platoons?
Units. That's all it was. They weren't generic.
Okay, so they weren't specifying. They weren't specifying about the use of them in bases. They were probably. I don't know what. I don't know if that was a response that Hunter got from Kixeye about a ticket he sent. I think that the ticket he sent would also need to be viewed to see what he was asking them about.
I agree. Well, this is how I look at it.
Hunter was not defending. Hunter was attacking, so he was there.
Yeah.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. Like, it depends on what the message that the ticket that Hunter.
What he's saying is that he has to have the context of what Hunter had specified in the question to Kixeye to make sure that they didn't mistake what he said and that he said it clearly. Now, here's the point. This is the point there that, looking at things from a legalese perspective, they use the terminology platoons, plural. You wouldn't have platoons, plural, in your base defense. You only have one platoon. So it says particular, but above line, it says particularly in the zombie AA units in a base defense platoon, singular, are very powerful. Very low cost defensive system. The game team is investigating the best way to make these units less disruptive for future PvP events. However, at this point, it is legal and not an exploit to use these platoons, plural. And this is where I'm saying they've conflated the issue, and they did not understand the context of the. I'm sorry about that.
Exactly. Yeah. They've talked about saying it's legal to use platoons
surrounding your base to protect it containing poly, zombies, etc. And that nobody that I've known has any complaints with that. I've gone up against it and had to suffer damage, and I've used it in mine, and people have gone up against me. And
there are easy
there
ways
is
to
no
take them out.
zombie.
You know how.
Yes. Yeah. But there is no zombie in my base, and there never will be. And there should be no zombie inside other people's bases, bunkers.
The only way you should have a zombie in your base if you have toxic offenders on.
Yes,
Exactly.
And they will come up as toxic offender in the attack log. However, the other zombies will come up as
runner zombie.
Runner zombies. Yeah. So there, you can tell the difference.
Yeah. So I think it's a unanimous consensus amongst us here.
I think it's
that if you do come across it, if you do come across it and you can screenshot that issue, send that with the ticket. And I know Hunter said he screen shared it.
No, he wants.
He wants us to screen share. No, I don't want to deal with that. But that's entirely up to Anton. This is Anton's thing. But like I said, my personal take on it is it's not a respectable thing to do. It runs in line with having the war rig inside your base, and we all know there are those people who said go fuck yourselves, Kixeye, you take it out, and you show a whole lot of respect that I have for those players because I don't have a fucking shred. So for those people, yes, Randy, that's fine. Yes.
So when you come across this, is because they have put them in before it is not allowed.
Yes. So my suggestion.
I think you're right there, Switcher. I think this is before.
Yeah. So my suggestion is, if you come across it, get the information on the player, screenshot the actual zombie in the base, because you will see a comparative difference. Hopefully, that it's a runner zombie or a boss zombie, and not, for example, the standard zombies that you would get with the toxic offender, because we all know what they look like.
Mm.
That's after your attack. Hold on, and after your attack, take that attack log and put those 2 bits of information into your post to Kixeye and reporting them for cheating, for game manipulation.
Video the attack if you can. That works better.
Yes, that's the best.
The pure difference between the runner zombies and the toxic offenders is that the toxic offenders will actually spawn from the units that die. And they only spawn from special forces units. So if they don't have any special forces units in their base, well, they're gonna, they're cheating.
So there you go, guys. There's my bunkers.
Hacks.
How can I do that there? How can I do that if I wanted to?
How can you do what?
How do I put in zombies?
It's as I said before. They loaded their base up with them before when it was glitched out and you could do it, and they just left them in that way.
I ran a fix on it.
If I'm not off on my timeline, I think there was 2.5-3 days where zombies could be thrown God knows everywhere. It's the same situation. It was brighter, same situation as the war rig, and players loaded up bunkers and towers with them, loaded up just the basic base, hid them behind buildings because they were putting them in like you'd put in, ERMs or liberators, and they never removed them. And
but is it not single time use? If they die, they cannot.
No. Because this is the difference, and this is good. I'm glad you bring this up. So let me explain. The way the single use units work, their queue is on your command of attack. So deployment, yes.
Oh.
So if you have them in a platoon sitting outside your base, if you have a platoon in the middle of the world map, and somebody attacks your platoon, you can go in and defend with them. You can use them to kill other things. You can control them completely, no problem. If they die, the platoon goes back to your base, and they go through a standard repair queue like any other unit. On the other side of this coin, and this is where they become single use, if you take that same exact platoon out onto the world map and deploy the zombie in another base, or you use that platoon to attack another platoon and deploy the zombie in the attack. When the attack is done, whether that zombie is dead or not, whether it didn't even get shot, once the attack is completed because you initiated the attack sequence, that zombie will disappear from your inventory.
Okay.
That's the way it reacts. I hope that's clear enough to understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's a lesson for everybody out there.
Right.
Do
Okay.
not if you got your base surrounded by zombie toons, do not attack any base that's like any PvE base that's directly around your base. I did that once and accidentally deployed my zombie toon. I was like, no, so many dead zombies.
That
And
is
the worst part about it is they are so useless.
that is a big toxic offender. I see.
Right.
Toxic offender's different.
No, that's a boss zombie.
Yeah, I know. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
He's a big one.
Yeah.
He has a lot to eat. I can see that.
The mines are okay there, but the boss zombie is not okay.
Yep, and if you can pay attention to the actual base itself, you'll see he's got some rocket zombies spread around.
Yeah. That's between the.
Yeah. Now
There's
that
one
is
right up near his storage. There's one on the bottom next to his airfield. There's one on the right-hand side next to his oil pumps.
And see, this is where the obvious thing is. A rocket zombie cannot be part of the toxic offender. The boss zombie cannot be. These are not the zombies that spawn under the toxic offender component that you would equip to your units. To your
Well, you wouldn't see them because it's a tech that's put on special forces units, so you'd only see them after the units died, not
yeah. But also what I'm saying is, if you had killed a unit, you would not see it spawn a boss or a rocket. It would spawn, yeah. So
the runner.
But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You wouldn't see these on the map on a normal. Especially now with the one attack. I'm not sure because I don't want to sound like I'm doubting you. But if you were to attack somebody, yeah, because once you would retreat and go back into the base, they would be gone because they become an LSD. Correct?
Yeah.
They turn from a dead unit.
Correct.
It becomes the zombie is a last stand defender. So retreating or ending attack and then redeploying, they would disappear. So you're right. You would not see them.
Yes, it's the same basic philosophy with every kind of unit like that. Like phalanx, for example. You deploy, you kill the phalanx and spawn those hundreds and hundreds of Spartans and start a new attack, or if it's a PvP, if it's a platoon on the map, and you kill all the phalanx and there's only the Spartans and attack, that toon goes home because there's no unit there. It's only last stand defenders, and they do not count as an actual unit, even though they kind of technically do because they're still part of the attack log. But that's a whole other issue. Yeah. So they are counted last stand defense. So you end attack, they go away. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, that was a major point there from everybody there. I mean, is one-time use zombies illegal or not?
Definitely not.
No.
But
in base defense.
But Kixeye are saying yes, they are.
But like we said, I wholeheartedly, with every nuance of my intellect, I'm saying that they misconstrued the topic. They did not understand what was being said, regardless of whether. Remember, how many times have you put into a Kixeye, help report or a bug report or whatever, and you say, yes, okay, I did this, I took this unit to this, and this happened, and they go, well, if you took the same fucking unit and did this, hey, dumbass, read the fucking report. I just said that's what I did.
Exactly.
So
I once sent in a ticket saying once about 4 and a bit years ago some shit when I was able to. I sent in a ticket saying, hey, I've got this issue, this. I've tried clearing my cache. I've done a trace route, I've done all this shit. Can you guys give me some real support, not some bullshit automated response, clear your cache crap? What do I get? Have you tried clearing your cache and doing all that? I'm like, are you fucking... My instant response was, can I please talk to somebody else?
Nothing will
Just
ever,
somebody else.
nothing will ever be a quintessential example of how little apparent care that they have to read through every word of your report than when it was stated. I'll paraphrase. Oh shit! I just about shit my pants and got 50 gold for that report. I fucked up, lost my units, just about shit my pants. Or tunes dead, send beer. Beer gone. So if these things can slip through the cracks, you got to understand major important.
Then maybe this is the way to try and.
I think those reports, the person on the other end was like, "Nice, I'm gonna give you $50 just for that."
This should be the
You
way
would
there
hope that. You would hope that was the reason.
to feed all information there to customer or premium such.
Yeah, it's meant to be
rewards are
premium
not there.
support, but if the people on the other end of that support can't even be bothered to read your ticket, then it's clearly not premium. It's below par support.
Then they need to buck up.
It's a fucking complaint box. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's missing the live grenade and the pin connected to the number that you're supposed to take.
It's just missing the box.
It's the old picture of the complaint. Register your complaints here, and it's a complaint box with a slit, and you put your little complaint card through the slit, and inside is a paper shredder.
Yep.
I know that's the way it goes there, not there. But look, it's about time we done something there, not there, and hopefully they do something there, not there. But
Well, I'll say something.
Give it up to them there. Give it up to them now. You know, it's about time somebody done something.
This is the only thing I can say, and this is not to be taken as something to be done constantly. I don't care what anybody. If you have a legitimate issue, and it falls under something that would cause a player to lose funds. So, example, this issue here, I'm using as an example. I go into a base, I attack it. This asshole's cheating. He's got a shitload of rocket zombies, and he's got runners, and he's got boss zombies everywhere. And I go in and I send in my herald, and I send in this and that and the other thing. And all of a sudden, now I'm taking damage. When you send the report, send two. Send one report under a cheater, under report a player. Send a carbon copy under game issue or purchase issue. And in the second carbon copy, throw in the terminologies that you lost, you were lost damage, and you had to coin said repairs because of the boss zombie. Now, I want to say this very poignantly. Kickside does not have any responsibility to ever reward you gold or units or anything, any compensation whatsoever, if you knowingly go after hackers, cheats, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not a ploy to go out there and try to find people are cheating and lose your shit and think that Kickside is going to reward you. They don't have to. Your job as a player is if you see a cheater, you back off, retreat your shit, save your own ass, report what you can, and they'll take it from there. But if you go in and you have attacked this cheater, and say you're mid-attack, I'm not saying, well, give up, walk away. But if you come in and you find this, by sending those two separate reports, one under the guise of reporting the cheater and it goes to fair play, the other one sending it going to a separate staff member, which would be required to, examine what you lost in your game and go through the game code and see, how much gold you did or did not spend trying to repair the tunes that you say you lost because of these fucking issues. Then that person will also bump it to fair play, and you might get two separate fair play representatives to see the same ticket. And now you have at least a 50-50 chance that one of them will cite it and it'll go up the board, and then this will get rectified. And that player will get banned, or the units will get removed, or they'll put in the objective to get a fix to pull those units out of everybody's base, which is exactly what happened with the war rig. So,
do any know if the Legion hack that was in an issue for about a year ago, if that is still on with the 8 Legion spawning?
It is and it isn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen that glitch in a long time.
yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's because the unit sucks. Nobody
Yeah.
uses
Yeah,
it because
I don't
it
think
does
anybody.
nothing.
I haven't seen. Well, actually, someone used the Legion on me today, and it just died instantly in my base. So
That's my
I
point.
I only use
That's
Legion in
the Legion.
PvE. I only use my Legion in PvE, and I've never done that hack. So, or I won't say hack.
It's
It's
not
not a hack. I won't
necessarily.
use that
It's
glitch.
still glitch. What Kicks I think fixed was the ability to bypass the timer. I think so. They would deploy, retreat, deploy, and it would
Yeah.
reset the timer. However, that being said, what they never got around to actually fixing was if you very, very quickly pressed the
Yeah, we know. We're not gonna.
duplicate. Well, I'll say it. I don't care. Press the duplicate and then press the overclock. That would glitch out and cause it to
double the
overclock
dose. Yeah.
the duplication protocol, which would end up spawning double. I think you can still do that. I don't think Kickstarter ever fixed that one,
I
but
told them.
they did
told
fix
them-
the other one.
I told them the simplest way to rectify it on their end was to change the positioning of those two commands.
It wouldn't necessarily.
Oh wait,
If
no,
you
hold
click
on. I know you could still do it, but what I'm saying is, then anybody who was caught doing it in their code, by seeing that people were, you would have to inherently and purposefully click QE instead of like WE. You understand?
Yeah,
Because
but I mean,
you could make the
up.
excuse that my fat fingers hit both buttons at the same time. But when you separate it by a keystroke, you are purposely doing that. In which case you are damn bang dead to rights cheating.
I'll say why that doesn't
hand.
work. I'll say why this doesn't work. When you deploy shit into a base, let's say specifically a tune that you want to have Jericho in, and you know they've got shit all around, say, your spawn point, right? Or they know where your shit's about to spawn from, so they set all their tunes to that spawn point. Now, are you going to have time to sit there and go Q, wait for the things to deploy, then press E? No, your shit's all going to die. What do you do in that situation? You
I know
deploy
you
and you fucking spam the shit out of everything you need to spam. Which, would defeat the purpose of saying having to press QE over QW.
My solution was simply to make it a point that anybody caught doing it would be, obvious, and that they could then take the protocol to get rid of those accounts or to ban those players or to do whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be obvious because if you're in a situation like that where you try to
it's keystroke commands. Your keystrokes are recorded. That's what I'm saying. All they have to look at.
I know. But you got to remember it.
I know you're saying panic spamming, hitting this, hitting that, trying to control many things. You might
not necessarily panic spam, but it's just about the fact that you need to use your maximum power as quick as you can because otherwise your shit's gonna die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that activating something a split second earlier is literally what will end up making you win a fight, as opposed to miserably losing the fight.
No. I had my Juggernaut. Sometimes it was a little bit ago. Shot 2 shots at a one time. That was really fun.
Yeah, that happened in the past with the Juggernaut.
It can still happen. I think it's a problem with. Give me a sec.
Oh, I don't know. I know I saw a few videos. Players where it's just random. In fact, we had a couple of shows where we were showing some event stuff, and it's all of a sudden it was like bloop bloop. I'm like, what the hell? and we're sitting here watching. We're behind the scenes here on the panel, and we're watching a player, just sharing with the community, and he goes, "What the hell? Just my fucking jug just shot 2 shells." Oh yeah, these things happen. But again, it's nothing. It's not intentional. So there's always that thing. I don't harp on anybody who does something who accidentally gets caught up in something when it's unintentional. But when you show a knowledgeable, reasonable understanding that you're doing it on purpose, then I have no respect for you. Yeah.
Those it's one of those VK80s you can actually make your jug shot backwards, and it's kind of hilarious to watch.
The Larry Bird skyhook.
Yeah, yeah. That is. I mean, I actually try to do that because I just enjoy looking at my jug shooting backwards. But I don't think it's like really exploitation. It's just the way the jug fires. But
yeah, that's a visual. That's a visual thing, and if it's only it's not like it's shooting backwards and hitting, bouncing like say, like what the hell is it? The X version of the fucking cannon, the howitzer. Fucking Dark Skin Ninja's favorite weapon, BFGX. So if it shot backwards and then bounced like the BFGX and leveled everything in its rolling path, then I'd be like, oh shit, dude, who's got to go? We love you, Queen.
Yeah, as I was trying to say, I think you can still get it to double fire if you like click two different things at the same time. You can make it like quickly. I think I accidentally made it do that. I was clicking. I wanted to change target like right as it was meant to fire, so it ended up firing there, and then it fired at my new target again. I think.
Full disclosure, I have hard enough fucking time just trying to keep the damn caretaker to stick with it. I ain't got no fucking patience to try to double tap.
Easy. You know how to fix it? Deploy when you
deploy a hit fist.
Yes.
I'm aware.
The package that's been offered. Yes, the too legit packet that was offered. Is that the offer you're talking about, Skip?
Too legit to quit. Hey.
Why does that not remind me of MC Hammer?
Because that is MC
Hammer time.
And that's what it is. It's 10 hammer tokens, 5 pyro shells, and 5 tank commandos.
You might have shown up late, Skip. I think this show's been going for a while.
Yep.
I just happened to wake up and I saw it was on, so I jumped on.
What was it, 4:30 we started?
How long ago? How many hours ago did you
about
start?
A quarter after 1 o'clock Pacific time, so we've been on for a couple hours now, I think, right?
I joined on, I think, about, an hour ago.
It's only been 2 hours. It's only been about an hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. When I'm hosting the shows and trying to keep everybody on a speedy, let's get through this shit, it runs to fucking 3 hours and 4 hours, and I'm dog tired.
Fucking Venom, always making the shows last too long.
You guys care so much and are so kind to Anton Airlines so that his next flight takes off on time and it's not delayed. Sure, I see how it is. Fuck me over.
I joined and fucked shit up.
This show was actually delayed because Anton was sleeping on the job, man.
It's out there, Anton. You've been outed. He's sleeping again.
Here, sort of right there with you.
That was funny.
Don't do it again, okay?
I was actually trying to call Anton's, you do the Facebook call, and I couldn't figure that thing out. It's like, wake up, dude.
Me and Chip, we shouted on him 20 minutes, I think. That was funny.
Oh, choose me's muted.
Hey, Skip.
Right.
Hello.
That is not the droid you're looking for.
So, guys and dolls, we'll give a shout out there to everybody there. Yes. I'll do the first one there. Thank you to Venom there, coming there and helping me there, not there, and thanks to Champ, Switch, and Fear the Peel, and Pokemons.
Yeah, boy.
And
I caught 2 Mewtwo's yesterday.
Thank you to everybody on YouTube there, not there. Thank you very much, guys. Our Keep and Hunter Hamish as well there. He is a good guy there. We need to get him on the show there because he's got a lot of knowledge.
Nah, fuck you, Hunter.
Sounds not detected.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, Fear.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, there you are. Sorry.
No, that's quite all right.
Hi, darlings.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm sorry I missed the beginning. Did you guys share any reminder tips about Warpath in the beginning?
Skip, Skip, we're still late here, so we are.
I missed the beginning myself.
Any tips you want to share? Feel free.
Okay, just
We
some
may or
reminder
may not
tips
have.
because the Warpath. I have my game open, so I can't remember how many days we have left. It goes till Sunday, right?
Yeah, we have 1 day, 18
Okay.
hours.
So
18 hours.
it's nothing against you guys because you guys are way up there. But I would just share as a moderator some of the questions I've been getting from players that maybe like this is only like their second Warpath.
Okay.
So just real quick tips. Unlike
You said
the-
Skip there. We're still late, so we are.
Okay, I'll share them really quick. Unlike regular Infamy, like pre-season 6 or like now we're in season 7. And again, whoever it is that you want to report, you feel free. Okay, in Warpath, it's just it's different. So if you're in a pre-season Infamy pre-season, not Blue Goo, okay, Infamy pre-season. In some cases, if you are sharing and resharing and sharing and resharing or using alts or whatever to boost your Infamy to win a prize, you could be subject to be reported. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that go. Just throwing that out there. Okay, in Warpath, that is not true. In Warpath, you are encouraged to actually hit your alliance mates and the people that you're allied with. So the reason why I want to make this so out there is because I'm getting PMs from people who said, oh, well, somebody told me that if we did that, or if I did that, that we would get reported for cheating. You will not get in trouble. This is the one event that you won't get in trouble. Just keep in mind for the new players or like the mid-levels, maybe they've just joined Alliance, you can only hit one person one time. We've covered that. So if you're going to do it, stack yourselves up and do a round robin. And this is the one time that you will not be penalized for hitting within your own alliance to boost your honor. And for the players that are new, I call it Blue Goo because in the very beginning when Warpath was first coming to conception, before it became live, we talked about, it was called Warpath Infamy. So it was a long time before they actually came up with the word honor. So for me, I say infamy by mistake. So that's why I say Blue Goo. So this is the one time when you can hit each other for that. So take turns and take your time and do the round robin. And Kixeye wants you to do that. And this is, I have some players who say, well, I'm not really that good and I'm not that good at PvP. So this is where I'm saying get in a Google Hangout with your friends or with your alliance mates, or grab somebody from this panel, grab Dava, I don't mean literally grab them, grab Dava, if Champ's ruling, I'm not speaking for you guys. Please don't think I'm speaking for you, but grab somebody that you might know, get in a Google Hangout, and get your group in that Google Hangout. And the experienced players will help you to learn how to hit. This is a great way to learn how to PvP because you can hit one another. And the other players, to help you learn some PvP, they can maybe move their hunters off to a corner and then teach you how to come into a base so you can use your air, or vice versa. Take their railguns and move them to a corner and then teach you how to come in with some ground units. This is a perfect opportunity for you to earn some Blue Goo, hit one another, learn from it, and not get reported. So
I just want one caveat. Make sure you tell me what sector you're in and post that you're moving all your shit to one side. In the global chat.
I really wanted to because I had some players and I said, not remember the one where we had like a part 1 and a part 2 of Warpath?
That was annoying.
Yes, it was very
Yeah.
annoying.
I loved it because none of you guys expected that, and I fucking
Yeah, and then Ron Finger said, because there were a lot of things, like he said, that they got wrong in the first one, but they didn't want to change it majorly in the second one. But for the third one, again, when I talk to players that have never done a warpath, they don't understand all of that. But I jumped to a couple players that next warpath after we had the part 1, part 2, but the next one they participated in, and that's what I did. I moved some of my stuff out. I emptied my base, and I got into a hangout with like 3 or 4 of them.